Chaos has indeed occurred. All the top 6 teams in last week's poll fell on Saturday, and 7 of the top 9 fell on Saturday for the first time in NCAA basketball history. Obviously, with that, there have been a lot of changes in this week's poll as it dropped Monday. Even on Tuesday, the upsets continued. Kansas fell to unranked TCU. Ohio State dropped a shocking game at home against Nebraska in Big Ten play. Purdue's slide continues as they lost not only a game to Wisconsin, but also a chance at the Big Ten title. Providence dropped a hard-fought game against Villanova, which puts them in a tie for the lead in the Big East. Baylor got the biggest boost thanks to their top 10 win over Kansas at home. Duke also benefited from the bevy of losses by jumping into the top 4 spot for the first time this season. Many of the teams in the top 10 dropped, but none more than Purdue, which fell 4 spots due to its loss to Michigan State. On the lower end of the polls, Tennessee and Arkansas continued their winning ways by scoring huge upsets against conference opponents. Meanwhile, Illinois had the biggest fall in the entire poll due to dropping its home game against Ohio State, while UCLA also dropped 5 spots after its loss to Oregon. St. Mary's earned itself a big jump by beating number 1 Gonzaga and showing the West Coast Conference is more than a one-team league. Even with the top teams dropping games, my personal top 4 hasn't seen too many changes. Gonzaga, Arizona, and Auburn all stay at the top because conference losses on the road when other top teams also had the same fate makes the week a wash. The lone change is Baylor supplanting Kansas thanks to its head-to-head win. I was nervous about Baylor due to its injuries, but they have proven resilient and are getting hot at the right time. The biggest question in my top 4 may be, where is Duke? While the Blue Devils have been on a tear, their conference is rather weak. Arizona only has 3 losses and 2 to ranked teams. Auburn has the same amount of losses, but the 1-point loss to Florida is the only against non-ranked opponents. Meanwhile, Duke has lost to Ohio State, Miami, Virginia, and Florida State, only one having been ranked most of the year. While the Blue Devils have time to jump in my top 4, there's work to be done. With more chaos expected, here are the games fans should keep an eye on this week. The 2 hottest teams in the SEC, Arkansas and Tennessee, will meet on Saturday to see which can cool off the other. Kansas will look to rebound in Big 12 play in a ranked game against Texas Saturday afternoon. Important Pac-12 matchup will take place Saturday night as UCLA and USC meet to determine who's the team to beat behind Arizona. Sunday will have a heated Big Ten rivalry as Iowa visits ranked Illinois in Champaign. Another bonus game to watch will be Saturday's UNC Duke matchup in what will be Coach K's final game at Cameron Indoor Stadium. His Blue Devils will face longtime rivals North Carolina in a competitive ACC bout, with UNC pushing for a spot in the NCAA tournament and Duke looking to finish Coach K's time at Cameron with a win. It is likely to be an emotional and hard-fought game on both sides. With conference tournaments less than a week away, expect a few more crazy games before the madness truly begins in a couple of weeks. I'm Logan Hanson with BVM Sports. This is the Twine.